the other one. So basically, that's what we should do. Let's first take care of our collective individual mental health, then we are in a position to assist others. Because if we cannot take care of ourselves, how will we be able to assist others? What will we tell them, and how will we relate to that? Yeah, so that's basically how we should do that. And then techniques, if you are into exercise, that's one way of relieving stress. If you are into yoga, that's another way. If you are into music, get yourself Bluetooth speakers, blast when you walk. Your amapianos, your what is this, rumba, your jazz, soul, R&B, whatever tickles your fancy. You are getting yourself out there. If you like someone that likes series, binge watch on your Netflix, whatever, just something that will distract you so that you can at least, when you feel something, at least you have a solace, you have an escape. But how do you get this? You need to identify what needs, so that you can identify what assists you when you are going through something. Because you need distractions, basically. But the more you are distracted from your problems, they become they are there, but then they become a non-factor because they are no longer so much influenced. But when you are focused on them, that's where you will be able to not find a way out of it. Because when they are there, but then when you have something distracting you, it takes you and gives you a third perspective to see how you can tackle them, because you have taken yourself out of it. It's not to say you should run away from your problems, but in certain cases, have something that can distract you from them, that can also prepare you to at least reflect how you can tackle your problems.
Anastasia, a point you wanted to add on?
Yeah, another thing is self-love. Be content with yourself, because when you make another entity a source of happiness, the moment, like you said, relationships and things, the moment you are done with a person, you feel like you lack something. And yeah, social media is a facade, and you should take everything you see on there with a pinch of salt, because the moment you, like I said, comparison is a thief of joy. The moment you feel like, nah, my life ain't like, or isn't like those people, I want better, like, you know, I want to be like them, you know, the pressure comes up. Guys, social media is a facade. People are not authentic. They are in debt, like they go and loan things and to keep up with the lifestyle as well.
Yeah. Will Smith once said, you should not get into a relationship in order to find happiness. You yourself are supposed to create your own happiness before you can actually share the happiness with your better half, basically. So you cannot expect to be in a relationship like, no, he is going to be my source of joy. You are going to start draining the person as well. They are going to become miserable at the end of the day. You yourself have to be happy in order to share the happiness the next person too.
Definitely, it doesn't work that way. You should create your own happiness before you can make someone happy. And I rather prefer to be in a relationship with someone who can be happy on their own without me. Then I know that I am not, it's not my job to make you happy. It's my job to love you. It's my job to care for you as your man, and it's my job to make sure that you are loved and you feel valued and you feel seen and wanted. But it's not my job to make you happy.
I just need to add on to it.
Yeah, so you yourself should find something that makes you happy when you are in my absence. And it's also not your job to make me happy, but it's your job to make me feel. For me to know that, okay, I've got my person, she loves me, she appreciates me, and she adores me, and she admires me. Then I feel good, but I should also feel good about myself. Because at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, what you feel is a reflection, your internal is a reflection of your exterior. So if you feel worthless, obviously the people outside will also capture on it. So if you are always just following trends, now people are into skinny jeans, you are also in there. Now people are into iPhones, you are also in there. But because you are doing this so that they can know you are also having an iPhone. There's this friend of mine I told, he has an iPhone. So I told him, he sent me a call me request. I didn't call him back. Sent another one, I didn't call him back. And then he called me from another phone. He's like, no, I've been sending you call me requests. I'm like, dude, you can't be sending me a call me request from an iPhone. I'm using the Android. So why did you buy the iPhone? I know, you know most. Then I'm like, okay, so you want when you walk, people see you having an expensive phone. But now you are having an expensive phone, that phone doesn't have airtime on it. What's the use? It's the same. You are buying yourself a fancy, luxurious car, and then you can't afford to fuel that car. You could have bought yourself a Nissan Note, brand new one from Japan, put in your fuel, you are coming to work or school, go back home, and then the other money you could have probably bought a pickup truck that you can use if you are having like a village. But now you spend close to $500,000 just to buy, for instance, let's say you bought yourself a Tiguan. It's a good car, it's fine, it's an SUV, but then the fuel economy, where you are going to go. So you should look at these things. You mentioned content. Be content with yourself. If you are not content, that's where there's a gray area, but that's where you will now end up being either successful or a headline. All these people we are reading in the media, they were not content. Imagine your salary is more than 80,000 per month. Why are you stealing again? I mean, are you not? And sometimes there are people who earn $800 a month. These people are fine, these people are healthy, and there are even those that earn less than 5,000, but these people are well off, they are fine. They are not well off, but they are content. Now you are getting more than 30,000, 40,000, and then you are implicated in corruption and fraud, and you have, so it boils down to you are not content. When you are not content, it means you are not happy. Be happy with what you have. The little, if you are a mother, you wake up, your child is alive. You have to give thanks to the Lord that, no, my kid is alive, thank God my child is alive. If your parents are alive, you wake up and say, no, thank you, my parents are alive. Your siblings, your close friend, at least that's the little things you can. And then the most important thing is you woke up. Somebody, the moment you wake up, somebody is dying that moment. As we speak now, at this second, someone is dying across the world. But then you still have the gift of life. The mistakes you did yesterday, they won't come back. Yesterday is done. So you still have another opportunity to correct, to set your life straight, as long as you are breathing.
I feel like we're too materialistic and get attached to materialistic things, and then we forget the most essential things, even with relationships, like morals and ethics. And then we fall in love with people based on those things, and the moment it's out the door, we run away, and then that person is depressed, like, I thought you loved me, I thought this and that. So I think it all comes back to principles, because those are the things that define us when we are stripped from earthly things.
That is true. So unfortunately, we're going to have to cut the podcast short. We have shared a lot of insightful information on this matter. Doc, I'm going to invite you here back in studio as well.
It's always a pleasure.
Yes, I'm definitely going to have you back here as well. Ms. Stacy, I also share the information.
We should have
If we don't have a scheduling conflict with classes and all, I would definitely love for you to join us as well. So yeah.
It's a pleasure being here, sir.
Thank you guys for making this podcast very fruitful and informative. This is Break the Box podcast with St. Lawrence, where we have conversations that cut deep, and that's all we have for you today.
Thank you very much for having me, guys. And please, before we conclude, like we said, what can you do? It's not about what the country can do, what the school can do, what others can do. What can you do
as an individual?
Now, how can you do that? Start at home. At home is your parents. The same stresses you guys are having here, students. What do you think about your parents? These people have to feed you. These people have to put a roof. Most of your parents don't have homes, and Windhoek's economy is very hard. They are renting. Your whole household is renting there. So what can you do? This is where you tell them that there are avenues they can reach out for mental health if they are going through it. But